Hello everyone, I'm Sufyan, and behind the camera I have my colleague Malek.
Hello.
And today we are going to show you how to easily repair your broken hair dryer. So let's see together the process behind that. So to do the following, we're going to need some simple tools that you can find easily, such as a Phillips screwdriver, a soldering iron, some 1.5 millimeter solder, you may also need a plier, a brush, and some tapes if you need it. But first, before the repairing device, let's take a look at what's inside it, what makes it work, and why it was designed the way it was. So first thing first, let's take a look at the plug. We can see here the same thing in each end, and it means that you can plug it any way you want it. It doesn't need to be put in a specific way, and the power can flow through the cord to the device normally. So we are gonna take a look at the handle. Here you see a fastener. We are gonna go ahead and take this fastener out. To do this, you just use a Phillips head screwdriver. It means that the screw have a plus in the middle of them. So I'm going to take the screw out to show you what I'm talking about. Let's take it out. This process shouldn't be very hard to do. And if you use any magnetic screwdriver, the screw should come up with the screwdriver, as you can see right here. So, as you can see, the plus in the middle of the screw right here. Alright, so the device isn't to break apart yet. To do this, you're gonna need to take off this part, and as you can see, this part has a specific patterns and it have a specific function too. So this part is made to let the air flow into the hair dryer to the heater, and also it prevents unwanted particle from getting into the heater, which gonna make it smell, and this is very bad for the hair dryer and can make it broke. So as you can see right here, to open this part you're gonna need to turn it right. To close it you have to turn it left. So I'm going to turn it right and take it off. When I take it off, as you can see, there is another screw right here. We're gonna go ahead and take it off. You also need to use a Phillips head screwdriver. So once we unscrew it, the whole thing should come apart. So we are gonna go ahead and separate the two halves, but before you can see right here the two switches. This switch is control with whether it's on off, low, or high, and the blue switch right here is the cool switch, and when you push it the heaters go off. So let's see what's inside it. So this can be a bit tricky, so you need to do it carefully, as you can see. So that's the inside, and here we have the plastic cover, as you can see. and that is was made is with injection molded, and how we can tell this is from these pens. These pens tell that this plastic was made by injection molded, and it's as you can see, it's painted plastic. So if you look right here, you can see the switch, and this is the switch, and here another switch. So this switch controls the heater. When the cool button is pressed, we lose contact between those two parts. When you push the cool button, we lose contact between those two parts, and the heater is not powered anymore. It's called a momentary switch because when you take off your hand from it, the contact come again. And the other button right here, when it's turned, it will shut off the machine, or it will go on high or low. So it's got different connection, as you can see right here, to make these three possibilities possible. So you can see this is the cord, and it comes up to here. We have this extra protection for it, so it doesn't wear out as moving it around, because a hair dryer is moved a lot when you are drying your hair. So we need to use this extra protection to protect the cord. And the micro switch, as you can see, is fixed right here in this place, and the other switch is fixed with screws too. As you can see, this button is fixed to the handle. We can take it off, but I don't think there is a need to. The function is very clear without taking it off. So we're gonna move to the next area. This area right here, where the air blows through, and here we have what it's called, this is where the air blows through, and here we have what it's called a mica sheet, and a mica sheet protects the cover from getting too hot, and the metal grill that keeps things out of the heater. So this is the mica sheet, and it's protect the cover from the coils that heats up, and this is the metal sheet, as you can see right here, or the metal grill, you can name it, that keeps things out of the heater to prevent it from getting into the heater. So, and you can see right here we got this fan, and the fan have several blades. As we turn it, we can see the different blades. Its function is to suck air into the hair dryer, to the heater, and then out from this exit to your hair or wherever use you're gonna see it. And come, if we turn right here, you can see this little temperature sensor right here, the white one. It's a temperature sensor, and it makes sure that the fan doesn't get too hot, and if it does, this sensor will shut down the heater, which is composed of these coils, as you can see right here, and they are made of something called Nicron wire. The Nicron wire is a material that heats up very quickly, and the fan, when the fan blow air across the wire, it makes it hot at the end. So, as you can see right here, if we take a closer look at the inside of the hair dryer, we can see this. There are some diodes right here. I don't know if you can see it clear, but there are some diodes right here. I'm gonna try to make it clear. Right there, some diodes. So, what diodes does is it controls the flow of electricity, and there is 4 diodes in the hair dryer, and those 4 diodes are there because they are connected in a specific way to convert AC power into DC power. Into DC power, the power coming from the house called alternative power, and the power needed to turn this motor, which is the motor of the fan, needs to be a direct current. So when you connect these diodes in this way, you can convert alternative current into direct current, so the motor will work well. So that's basically what makes a hair dryer from the outside and the inside, as you can see. It's all the composition of a hair dryer.
Hello viewers, I'm Melek, and now we are going to see the problem of this hair dryer and how we are going to repair it. So let's see together. The problem is that the hair dryer works, but it stops when you shake it or even move it a bit. So obviously there is a bad contact between the wires. As we control all the joint, we can't spot any irregularity. So the only place that can contain the problem is this protect contact. So let's go ahead and reveal this. And yep, as we can see, the contact between these 2 wires is lost. So we are going to fix that using our soldering iron. What we need to do is to heat up the soldering iron very good before using it. Now we take the solder, and what we are going to do is to apply the solder on both ends of the wires. The But the common mistake is that people melt the solder and try to apply it to the cold wire, and the solder doesn't attach. When the correct way is to heat up the wire and apply the solder on the hot wire without touching the soldering iron. So to start, we cut the ends of the wire like this to make it even. It's not hard to do it. Yeah. And now we turn it like this. So we put a bit of solder on the end of the iron like this, and then heat up the wire like this. Turn it. When it is hot enough, we apply the solder. Like this. And you can see how the wire absorbs it. We do the same at the other end as you see. I hit it like this. Like this. After finishing that, we have to join the two wires together. So Sophia will help me. We put the two ends together, and by just heating them up until the solder melt and they will stick together. As we let it cool a bit, and the contact is remained as you can see. So now we just use some tape to protect the joint like this. And that's all. Now let's assemble the pieces back again. We place the cover in its place like this. Like this. We put the screws and tighten them as you see. Here. We put this part back like this. So now we can try our hair dryer. We plug it in. And here you go. It works perfectly, even when you shake it. So thank you for watching and bye.